In Luke, the 14th chapter, a certain man gave a great supper and invited many, and he sent servants at the supper time to say to those who were invited, "Come, for all things are now ready." But they all with one accord began to make excuse. The first said to him, "I have bought a piece of ground, and I must go and see. I ask you to have me excused." And another said, "I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I am going to test them. I ask you to have me excused." Still another said, "I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come." So the servant came and reported these things to his master. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, "Go out quickly to the streets and the lanes of the city, and bring in here the poor, the maimed, the lame, and the blind." And the servant, of course, went out and did so. And many came. Of course, we're having a gospel meeting. Of course, the supper that is prepared in a gospel meeting for us is the Word of God, the bread of life. This was sent to me, and it was written by J.T. Martin, who is now deceased. He was a gospel preacher in Tennessee and Oklahoma and various places. He was Jess Whitlock's preacher when Jess was a younger man. Lo, it came to pass that the day of the gospel meeting drew nigh. The elders called the men of the church together. They said, "What can we do to ensure the success of our meeting?" One said, "We must write area congregations and proclaim this event." Another said, "We should prepare flyers to mail to the people." Still another proclaimed, "Let us advertise in the newspaper." The elders said, "All of these are good, but there is one thing we have overlooked. Let us all personally invite our neighbors and kinfolk and attend the meeting. Above all, let us not fail to attend the meeting ourselves." All the men were in agreement. The meeting then was dismissed. And it came to pass the first night of the meeting came, and things came to the minds of the members. One said, "Oh, my favorite TV show's on tonight, and they're going to have a special appearance by the state or the national champion Oklahoma Sooners, and I've got to see it." Another one said, "It's good to go to the meeting, but I work for a living and I need my rest." Still another said, "There's a special sports tournament this week, and I must watch my team play. Otherwise, they might be discouraged if I don't show up with my support." Thus the meeting began. Only a faithful few sacrificed television, local events, and other things. The preacher strove mightily night after night, but when he beheld the empty pews, his heart grew faint. Even some of the visitors who came noticed the meager number of attendants from the local congregation. They thought within themselves, "How disinterested this congregation is," and they did not return. With a heavy heart, the treasurer paid the visiting preacher, who went away discouraged because of the low attendance. The meeting ended, and it came to pass at the next meeting of the church, the men said to the elders, "Behold, the failure of the gospel meeting. The day of the gospel meeting is past. They are no longer effective." But it's not the gospel meeting that's not effective. It's those that don't want to be involved in support the meeting.